Hello everyone! Welcome to Sprinkle of Liquid Sunshine. I am Christina. Thank you so much for joining me. As I promised in my previous episode, which was my regular weekly update episode number 7, I'm starting a new segment, and this is one of them. This is Cozy Crafting Corner is what I'm calling it. So that anybody that watches, if you prefer not to watch it or you are looking for it, you can find it, because each one is going to be, it's going to start out with Cozy Crafting Corner, and then I'll have a little short description afterwards to tell you what it's about that week. It's going to be things like how I organize my crafting supplies, things like fabric, my weaving fibers, my yarn, paint, Cricut stuff, paper stuff, anything. I frequently, at least once a year, declutter, go through all my crafting supplies, kind of weed out the things that I might not be super interested in anymore. I'm going to share those things. And this all came about because I like watching other people on YouTube going through their stuff, talking about how they get rid of things, keep things, how they organize. So today I'm just going to do a quick what I keep in my yarn basket. Basically, it's just a basket that I keep next to my chair that I like to sit in to knit and crochet, and it's actually the chair that I sit in to homeschool my girls. So a lot of times when they're working on something extra long, I'll have something next to me that I can pull out and just mindlessly knit, or work on show notes or craft notes, patterns, anything. So I keep all that kind of stuff in this basket. I have separate project bags. I have large ones, so they don't go in this basket, but so I'll just show you. I have this basket right here. I can't remember. I think my mom got it for me for organizing, and so it's just a nice tall basket. I set it on the floor, and I'm just gonna quickly show you what I like to keep right next to me all day long. I mean, wherever, Monday through Friday, this is where I'm sitting working on school. And then typically I wake up a good 2 to 3 hours before my girls wake up, so I have time in the morning to check my emails. I tend to either knit or crochet, work on, like I said, show notes or patterns possibly, or ideas. I also, in the mornings, I work on, writing my grocery list. I take the time to, place my pickup orders and all that. So in the morning, I have everything pretty much that I need in this basket. So first and foremost, I keep, usually my 2 small project bags fit in the basket with everything else. So I keep them in there. They always, most of the time, have a project in them. This one here right now has a pair of socks that I'm knitting on, and I made this just to test it out. I have socks that I'm working on. I have a little divider inside, and then I keep yarn one side, my needles project on the other side, and I have a couple extra skeins in there right now because I caked them up and haven't started using them. The other project bag I also made, just a prototype, didn't come out very well because for whatever reason it's not, but it works. It has a zipper, it closes, has a handle, fits my yarn. So I mean, what else do you need, right? Another project, this one is just a little scarf that I'm working on, so I keep both of those in there. Most of the time a lot of times I have a hat. This is usually for hats. So also in the basket I keep all of my set of Yarn Mania crochet hook set that I love. I have a set of small. I don't have a whole set. My ChiaoGoo, and it's all, my zipper's messed up. Anyway, so I have my ChiaoGoo needles. I have also a couple 40-inch fixed that I keep in here, but it's all ChiaoGoo. I think I did buy recently, oh, that's why it's stuck, a small cable with a larger, the larger cable, and I just have just 2 sizes of needles for those right now. So, but I keep all those in there. They're all going crazy. Get that later. I keep, so I want to say not yet, 2 school seasons ago at Target, I was there shopping, and in the school section they had these, it's actually for pencils, and it has these little loops to keep in your binder, but when it sits on the table, it flips down and you can set it down. So I keep all of my other miscellaneous crochet hooks, additional sizes, bigger sizes, small. I also have some ChiaoGoo that I like to use for other things. I like to use different crochet hooks for different things that I'm working on. The ChiaoGoo I've been using to make just simple granny squares. They're nice, light, easy to just go through. I have bigger sizes in here that don't, well, maybe they do come in that set. I just recently got that set, so I haven't used all the sizes of the Yarn Mania. The Yarn Mania I like to use for anything with textured stitches, things like puff stitches, because you tend to have more loops or yarn overs on your hook, so there's a lot of space on there. The ChiaoGoo are really nice, but the hooks are, the shaft of the hook is a little bit shorter, so it's not, in my opinion, as good for those things. And then they have these really cute little, this is a pocket, but it's double-sided, so you can go in through the bottom or top, whichever way you have it, and then when you flip it up, you can also go through the thing. It was only like $5, so I snagged that up, and it's perfect. Holds all my crochet hooks in there. My other crochet hooks, I should say. At the same time, they also had this really, a pencil case. I don't know. I don't know what they called it. And it has, again, the loops on there. And then, so I didn't at the time have small measuring tapes, so, and I make a lot of hats, and I wanted a quick reference, so I actually drew on a little ruler, which it totally works, you know, for a hat or whatever. So this is like, yeah, it's my Notions pouch. It's really large, but it holds so much. It has more than Notions in here, I'm just gonna say, but that's okay. So has my lip balm, which is super important. It's super important. I have 2 lip balms in there, but that's okay. I keep my little scissors in there. I think these are called Slip and Snips. They're really nice. I got them down at Teaselwick Wools, which is my local yarn shop, for about $10, and they're super nice. They, you know, they open up. They're really, really sharp, but you know, they're very compact and nice. I keep a fabric tape measure in there just in case. I think I got it free somewhere, so I just threw it in there just in case. A pen for, you know, writing on patterns. I keep a little row counter in there. I have a little gauge ruler to check your needles. I bought on Amazon a whole pack of, like, I want to say 10 or 20 little these really nice measuring tapes, and they're really nice, convenient. I put one in my purse. I have one in the front of this bag in the zipper pouch, which is because if I don't have the other things that are in here, I at least always have a measuring tape in the front pouch. But I also keep, this is my little travel notions box, which has everything else that I'm going to show you in the other part of it. But it also stores things like my stoppers that I have. I always keep like a safety pin in there. I have my T-pins for tightening my ChiaoGoo. I keep all the extra parts for my ChiaoGoo, the stoppers and the connectors for the cables. I keep them in this little tray. I also always keep extra stitch markers, and I like the light bulb stitch markers, and I think they're also called like pear stitch markers. I like these because I can use them for knit and crochet. So whatever I'm doing, these will work all the time. Yeah, so I have that in the little front, and this little box I can just grab and go. Oh, I also have, I keep 2 darning needles in here. I keep a large one. Sorry, I totally missed those. I keep a small one for lightweight yarns, and then I keep a large one. This is the largest one I could keep in this little box. I do have a larger size darning needle, but it's too large for this little container. And actually this container, yeah, was from Sewing Pins, but I liked the size of it, and it fit in this little pouch. Inside, so there's a zipper, and so it has a bigger part, and in here, Michaela from Hooked into Flash and I had gotten together, I can't remember when, and she bought these tins, and we got together to do like a little crafty project, and we decoupaged the tins for notions, and now each one of these is for a different weight of yarn. I have 3 of them, and actually I want to make another one for crochet, you know, the crochet markers, so I can grab any one of these and slip it into whatever project bag I'm working on if I want to go somewhere. I know which weight. So this is my bulky weight. In each of them I have a tape measure. I keep the cable holder, or the stitch holder for cable, in each size. I have 3 sizes, so this is for the heavyweight. I have put lots. I have lots of darning needles in here, and then I have Coco Knits. These are so awesome. Stitch markers, because light bulb stitch markers will not fit on large gauge needles, so I bought a whole set of these. I'm pretty sure I got them at Wild Knits also, but they're so fun. Lots of colors. So I have one for bulky and super bulky weight, that's with this little pretty purple and green, and then I have my socket and lace, if I ever use lace. Also have that one's my lightweight. Every single one has a different tape measure, and then it has its cable holder, darning needles in that weight, and then all of the little, all my stitch markers for lightweight. I liked to separate my stitch markers, because when you're working on something, you don't want to sift through your stitch markers for one that actually fits. So it's nice that I have these boxes. So this is for like my medium, my worsted, or DK, you know. another tape measure, my cable holder, my darning needles again, and then a whole bunch of stitch markers. This one is where I keep my little gnomes. So that is what's in that bag. I really like this bag. It's nice. Oh, and I totally forgot. What fits in here perfectly is the project bag that I made a few weeks ago that I shared. Is my hedgehog bag that I keep. That's all my DPNs are in there, and then my Flexi Flips will go in there too. So that's what I have in there. And then I have, usually, a lot of times I will keep a skein of yarn for a new project that I want to try to work on in here. I also keep some books. A lot can fit in this basket, so sometimes I also keep pattern books in here that I want to look through for inspiration for a project that I might be working on. I also keep a book with graph paper in there so I can draw out whatever I want. I keep my I call it, my craft journal. It's kind of a pattern journal. I write down ideas for, I got it at Michael's. Has blank paper, which is nice, so I can draw pictures of what I'm thinking about, sketch out patterns or whatever. So I write out my patterns in here. Basically, it's my journal. I write down ideas, and then if I'm writing a pattern, I'll write it in here first before I type it up. The last thing that I keep in here is a binder, but this is a really nice folder. It has lots of pockets, and I have my yarn, my yarn besties, and my little gnome. But I also keep separately all of my hat. I keep all my circular hat needles. I like to keep them separate from my other ones just because I like to keep them separate. So they actually hang in this pocket over some Velcro. And I have a nice pocket that I keep all my pens and pencils in. And what I usually use this for are all of my goals. I keep patterns in here. I keep note cards. I also keep my menu plan in here. My some recipes I keep in here. So it's like and I keep school plans in here. So I use it for a lot of stuff, but I mainly use it for Etsy stuff. I use it for show stuff. I use it for craft ideas, goals, all that kind of stuff. So those are things that I reach for almost daily, all of those things. And it's really nice. I keep it all in a basket, very organized most of the time. A lot of time I pile stuff on top of it, but for the most part, all the things that I showed you, those are all just things that I keep in that basket right next to me so that I have it readily available to me. Yeah, so that is what I keep in my yarn basket. I don't think it's really a yarn basket. I don't know what to call it, but that's all that I have. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little segment, my new segment, Cozy Crafting Corner. And I'm going to have more. I have there's certain things that I really like to organize. So I thought I'd just share them eventually with you. It's not going to be like every week I'm going to do a thing. It's, whatever I get the chance to collect all the things that I need and talk about it, I will. And so, yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, thank you so much. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, and if you're returning, thank you for watching. And I hope that you have a good week. Bye!